Okay, let's explore this cash collections budgeting problem. We have the Astor Manufacturing Company, and they have budgeted sales for the next 3 months. $120,000 for January, $180,000 for February, and $150,000 for March. They tell us that 40% of the sales are for cash, 60% are on credit, and of the credit sales, 50% are collected in the current month and 50% are collected in the next month. And you're asked to determine what's the total expected cash receipts. Okay, so I've set it up down here, and I think you can see it. So there's our monthly budgeted sales, and then what we have to do is figure out the appropriate percentages. So we think cash collections would be 40%. So I'm going to take the 120,000 times 40%. Now I'm going to lock in absolute references on C so that I can just copy that across. Okay, and then I can do the same thing for the 60%. Now this time, I guess I could have locked in the top one as well, but I didn't do that. We'll just do it a slower way. So we got the C there, copy that over. And now I know my cash sales and my credit sales of the budgeted sales per month. Okay, so then I've got to think about what are my cash collections and what are the total expected cash receipts. All right, so, well, the cash we're going to get in the current month. We get it immediately when we have a sale, so I just could copy those down there, and I've got that information. Then 50% of the credit sales, so I'm going to multiply the 50%, that's the 72,000 for January, and I'm going to multiply that by this percentage here. Now I could obviously divide by 2, and it's consistent, but I'll still use the same sort of approach. I will lock that in is C. I sort of went over that more than I needed to, and then I can copy that over. Okay, and again, I could have locked this in for both and saved a step, but that's okay. We'll just do it the way I've done it. Now, the subsequent month, we don't know this one, right? This one is unknown because they didn't give us December sales. But what we can do for February is know that we have to take January's credit sales, right? Month-old sales, and multiply it times that 50%. Again, I'm going to lock it in with the C and copy that over. Okay, now at this point, all I've got to do is do sums. Now, I'm only going to sum February and March because we don't know what the total in January would be since they didn't give us December sales. Now, I'll just use the auto sum, and what I come up with is 162 for February, 159 for March. That was one of our answers. Okay, and that's really all there is to this one. Maybe double underline this. We can show the answers, and I hope you found that to be helpful.